How you doing? Tom from the Rusty Rivet. Tonight I'm going to show you a little trick I learned. This is how I put all my signs together for my business at Town Line Plasma. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook if you haven't already. And I'm doing a layered sign here. Okay, as you can see, it's going to go from this. It's going to look like this. All right, this was done for a flight medic, a flight nurse, flight medic, paramedic in the helicopter. He passed away in the line of duty. I made one for his family, and LifeNet reached out and they want a copy for inside the base so they could hang it up on the wall. So I'm kind of honored I got this job. And I'm taking a lot of pride in how this turns out. So I'm going to show you how I put everything in different layers and make them all one. It was asked on my YouTube channel at The Rusty Rivet, and I'm going to show you. All right, here we go. All right, what I do is I use a, let me just make sure I got all my holes lined up. All right. I use a CD Stud Welder. Well, that's a capacitive discharge stud welder. When I first saw someone use this, I said, why can't I make a TIG welder work like that? Well, this welder is nothing but a bank of capacitors. It takes a flash of current and runs it through a stud, and it locks onto that metal like no other. Okay. It makes a completely welded attachment without showing through the face of the metal. All right. With a welder, it's kind of a slower heat. All right. This is instantaneous. You're going to see how fast it happens. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm taking my layers off, and I'm making sure I don't get anything mixed up. Okay. Everything's got to be in the right place. Alrighty. Once you get one of these studs on there, you cannot get it off unless you cut it and grind it, and that's going to leave a mark on the other side of the metal. You want to make sure everything's going to hit in the right place. All right. All right, you carefully flip it over. You make a mark, make sure your pen's nice and centered. All right. Okay. Just getting a little scientific with it here, and we have our marks here to make our stud welds. So we mark the locations of the studs. This is the Stud Pro 3125XI. This will do up to, I believe, 5/16 studs. I find that it works better with quarter 20 studs or smaller. It will also do aluminum with the smaller studs. It won't do all the way up to 1/4 inch with aluminum. So it'll do stainless and it'll do steel just fine. Let me show you. All right, so the actual stud, if I can hold it in front of the camera, it's harder than it looks, has that little dimple on it. See that? So what happens is that holds off of the metal, and then when the current passes through that, it creates an arc and it melts down into the base metal. All right. I have found with 14 gauge, it leaves very little of a mark. 16, it shows through the other side. It comes with a guide. This guide helps you make sure everything's square. Sometimes it's gonna, if it's too close, it kind of gets in the way, so you got to kind of freehand it and just make sure that you're square. You'll notice I put it on some cardboard. I'm on a metal table here. Reason for that is we don't want to conduct any electricity through the table into the front of the sign. It'll show up. We can see the front of the machine. It's pretty simple controls here. I want to do this is the gauge side of the size of the stud, not the metal you're welding. So if I go down to 1/4 inch, all right, once it goes green, it's good to go. All right, it's kind of like a defibrillator. It's kind of the same thing as a defibrillator. So all we do is we just push down on this. It's kind of spring loaded. Make sure you're perpendicular. All right, yeah, that's pretty eventful. Look at that. That will not come off, okay? That'll bend before it breaks off. So we'll go through, I'll show you just how fast it is and what it looks like on the other side of the sign. And we're going to see how good I am. Probably not, I haven't practiced this in a long time, so one more small one. Okay. Now if I did this right, there are no marks whatsoever on the other side of the sign. Okay? If I did this right, this should fit in the holes. A lot of times it's just a little off, and there's not much you can do about it except drill the holes a little bigger. I think I got a clearance one hole a little bit with a drill bit, but you can kind of see how that goes on there. All right, and then over top of it, I'll do the bigger piece. All right. Which goes like that, and that'll stand farther off. So that's the Pro Stud Welder. It's a CD stud welder. There's an arc stud welder and a CD stud welder. A CD stud welder is the stud welder you want. There's a couple companies out there that make it. I own two different. I'm not going to throw the other name out there. I found this one to work the best. I found less failed studs with this machine. All right. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I just had better results. And I don't think it's the actual machine. I think it's the gun that definitely gives you a little more control over how hard that'll push the stud in when it hits the capacitors. All right. Thanks for tuning into the Rusty Rivet. And I would appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. See you.